The first presentation is performed by Go Maru-san. Please come to the front. And the next team, move to the reading stage over here. Good morning, everyone. Thank you so much for coming here today. We're our team Gomaru-san with 3 members, Amy, Mizuki, and Michael. We are from Hosei University, and today we are so happy to present our marketing proposal for Nousaku. Our theme is Nousaku Puzzle, Bloom Your Choice Challenge. Here is our agenda. Next, first of all, we create a marketing journey. Our goal is to make Nousaku become a strong and famous brand in China and Taiwan. So in order to do so, we create 4 phases of our marketing plan. So when we consider entering and expanding market share in China and in Taiwan, we should spot a specific market which we are able to raise awareness and also that has enough feasibility to reach the sales. So, moreover, in order to create a sustainable brand, we should create a cycle like this. By creating a cycle like this, we are foreseeing the future of Nousaku. The product will be penetrated into people's lives. In other words, the Nousaku product will be inherited from generation to generation. And by doing so, we are able to achieve our ultimate goal, which is make Nousaku a strong brand. And therefore, we decided to enter the education market, and the reason why will be explained in the following slide. So the explanation will be coming with this order. So after the market research, we found that there is a significant trend that emphasizing on early childhood education in China and in Taiwan. Preschool education was pretty ignored in the past. However, once the Chinese government found that there is a huge potential and also the preschool education is a foundation stage for the lifelong learning system. There are 88.1% of children from 3 to 6 years old are attending preschool in China in 2021. And moreover, the Chinese parents are always very keen to participate in childhood education from an early age.
So, considering the education fields, we would like to enter 3 types of markets. First, school education, intellectual education, and finally the community education. And we chose second option, intellectual education, as the best option for following reasons. So firstly, to enter the school education as a first step is difficult for a little difficult for Nousaku because there is an interference of Chinese government. And secondly, about community education, Nousaku has already launched the factory tours to children and adults so that every visitors have already learned about how Nousaku is prioritizing their craftsmanship. So that's why we chose intellectual education. It is new, full of potential, and blue ocean area for Nousaku, and we mainly focus on the Montessori education. So what is Montessori education? It is a scientific education method that fosters the independence growth of children and adolescents. It has a rigorous growth to the development of cognitive, emotional, physical, and social. And with its 100 years of history, there are 15,000 and more schools of Montessori in the world, and 2,000 and more in China and Taiwan. And not only this trend of educational market in China and Taiwan, but also about the traditional toys and games market. There is a significant increase in sales of the retail value sales of toys, which is 85 billion Chinese yuan and 12 billion US dollars. And you can see the increase could enable the Nousaku to enter this market easily because the units of the toy itself is increasing. And also about the zero infection policy, which ended already. However, we think that zero infection policy had a significant increase in demand of home entertainment, and this mind will not change easily. And also about the STEM education, more and more people became aware of STEM toys and education because in China, it has been a national standard curriculum.
So next, moving on to the persona, who we are targeting to. We are targeting to 3 groups of people. The first group is Montessori school. They are Montessori school in China and Taiwan, and we will focus on this group in our first phase of marketing plan. Moving into the second phase, we will target to families with kids. They are families who have children from 0 to 15 years old. And for the last phase, we will target to communities. They are adolescents and adults who are seeking for educational products. So next, I will explaining our ideas of emerging Nousaku product with educational toys and Montessori. So after doing a great research, we found that there are so many unique characteristics in these 3 fields, and they have shared many mutual points. The main mutual points are, firstly, high-end product, secondly, creativity, and the next one is uncognitive skills. So for this reason, we think Nousaku fits very well in this market. And the point here, where the 3 parties overlap, is the best and the most feasible position that Nousaku can take. And here, I'd like to mention the 4 of the most distinguishable Nousaku's 100% team products, which are eco-friendliness, the safety assured, the bendable feature, and gender-free colored products provided by Nousaku. So, and with these 4 of the strengths, we would like to promote a brand new product.
So, considering this huge potential in educational market in China and Taiwan, we would like to introduce the new product idea for Nousaku, which is Nousaku Puzzle. So, it is an educational toy for preschool kids and their parents. And why this name? No is none in Chinese, which means able or dekiru. With the Japanese word saku, we wish every children to succeed, achieve, and bloom their talents and abilities through this Nousaku puzzle. So we would like to use flower chopstick rest or hashioki, which is the word and also Mr. Yamaguchi is using, hanabana, and also we would like to create the joint part, the plum flower, and combining these 2, a stylish, bendable, safe, and luxurious taste puzzle can be created by anyone. And this is our product line. The smallest one is Hanamizu, second is Kaguashi, and the last biggest one is Mankai. So not only the children, but also the adults and parents can enjoy this product by combining with Kago series, floor series, or champagne glasses.
So next, talking about the competitive matrix, we consider Nousaku puzzle as a high-end product between modern fighters and traditional fighters. So as we already know, the traditional fighters product, they are handmade products that prioritize craftsmanship, and also they often made by natural ingredients instead of plastic. However, it lacks modern factors. We consider education benefits, gender-free, SDGs, and antivirus. Nousaku puzzle, however, achieves both. So, how do we actually approach our target customers? As we mentioned in the customer marketing journey map, we initially focusing on B2B customers, which are Montessori education schools. And we would like to approach them by direct sales using the Nousaku brochure and also the product samples. And if you are interested, you can just scan this QR code to see our Japanese version of our product brochure. And our plan is like this. So sending the product samples to the Montessori schools which are interested in Nousaku puzzle, and then we can gather feedback from kids to improve our product. Then the finalized product will be sold and promoted as Montessori School Collaborative and educational toy. And what's more, I'd like to add on some value to our product, which is to custom our product for the needs of the private schools. And we are considering to create something like graduation or entrance gift for kids.
Okay, so talking about the budget, we would like to use Nousaku's budget in 4 different sectors. First is product development, product improvement, marketing and PR, and finally the safety assurance cost. In total will be like this. And also considering about the potential sales in B2B market, we consider each school to have 14 classes and each school to purchase the maximum Mankai set, and the maximum amount would be like this. And the minimum would be 37 schools because we can recollect the budget in this. And also talking about the customized products that we talked earlier. The minimum would be 10 schools and maximum would be 100 so that Nousaku can deal with.
So next, talking about the potential B2B customer. In the future, in 2004, we would like to achieve 4% market share in China and Taiwan. I will explain the reason. The first reason is that right now, Vivo has at least 7.7% market share in China and Taiwan, and this number may change in the near future. We want to be the strongest competitors with Vivo in 2004. And second, as you can see in this map, our target customer takes the great part of the whole populations in mainland China and Taiwan. So we want Nousaku puzzle will become the most well-known and used product by our group of customers. So next, I will talk about the approach B2C customer. How after the first successful first phase of marketing, we would like to move toward to the second phase, which is B2C approach. So how we do it? We have 3 ideas. The first idea is Nousaku, online platform and physical store. So we would like to use Nousaku online platform, nousaku.com, to promote the puzzles with the content such as interviews with educational advisors, collaborating with Montessori School, and the voice of users. Next, we want to create a key space that exists in Nousaku physical store. This is so important because it's the opportunities for the child and their parents to come to the store and try the actual product. The second reason is we will collaborate with key opinion leaders in YouTube and Instagram. Here I give out 2 notable examples, Nico and Kim and Grading to Sai. And for the next idea, we would like to display Nousaku puzzle at S-Light bookstore, a very famous and huge book chains in Taiwan. So next, I will explain about our ideas of social fundraising. So we would like Nousaku product not only contribute to the customer, but also contribute to the communities. So after the puzzle becomes popular and used by as many as possible, we hope that some percent of the profit will contribute to the community and help the people with difficult background. Okay, finally, I'd like to recap our marketing journey. So, first, the customer recognize or purchase our Nousaku puzzle. And while kids play with Nousaku puzzle, the parents or even grandparents can play and share a great time with their kids. And as all the product has its own product life cycles like this, we should create a strong strategy to keep our successful and sustainable brand. So especially in our marketing phase number 3, or the maturity stage of our Nousaku puzzle, we would like to launch an event to promote our extended product line. And after a child grew up, the child can recycle the Nousaku puzzle into something else. The good example would be sake cup, so that they can celebrate their first and memorable drink experience with Nousaku products. And after the child grew up and become a parent, they can come to the store again to purchase child-related products like Nousaku puzzle. And like this, we can create a life cycle in the Nousaku store, and we are forcing the future of Nousaku products to be penetrated into people's lives without Nousaku itself promote themselves again and again. And finally, we are forcing the future of Nousaku to be long-lasting, sustainable, and beloved brand in China and in Taiwan. And this is our differences. Thank you so much for listening. Thank you for your presentation. Now we will have questions from the judges. Judges, please.
Okay, I'll go first.
Thank you, ladies, for the really creative and interesting presentation. I really enjoyed it. I thought you had some very clever ideas, especially with your Nousaku puzzle. Can you give me a little more details? How is this puzzle going to work? And why will it be attractive to students in Montessori? Can you give some more details on that, please?
Okay, so we would like to use the chopstick rest, and because it's bendable and like so our so the smallest one is this, and the biggest one would be more flowers. But not only this kind of product, but also you can use as like light, and so you can bend this flowers and then connect to it this part, so that you can use a smaller joint and smaller products, and also
so like it can be interior, like interior small lamp. So because of the bendable features, we can create like different kind of like 3D puzzles, so which increase the child creativity.
Okay, so you're saying it's creative learning for students or for young children, and that's your selling point. Okay, good. One more question for you. You said you were going to focus on intellectual education as your target area. Can you explain what is intellectual education?
So thank you so much for the questions. So we define intellectual education is the education that focuses on the creativity, development, and the non-cognitive skills. And Montessori, the education that we already mentioned in the next slide, please. That we mentioned here is that one of the intellectual educations that is not only promote student physicals, but also promote student social development, emotions, and cognitives. So that's why we define it as an intellectual education.
Thank you for your explanation.
Thank you for your presentation. I really enjoyed it. It's very creative and original in terms of the context. One question I had is, why did you choose education? I understand that it is the growing industry in China and Taiwan, but it does not necessarily lead to the conclusion that you should focus on education with these products. So can you explain a little bit further?
Okay, thank you so much for your question. As I mentioned in this slide, so the education is one of the most significant stage where the children or parents can recognize a product, because child play with parents and parents will come to buy the product from the store because of the children. So with this cycle, like the children become adults and adults become parents and parents have kids, and this cycle can create a Nousaku product will be like penetrated and also inherited to the generation to generation, and that's why we thought education is one of the most feasible idea to enter.
Thank you.
日本語で失礼します。素敵な発表ありがとうございました。先ほどの質問と重なってしまうかもしれないんですが、レゴとかたくさん世の中にはいろいろなパズルがあると思うんですが、そこで、鈴でパズルを作る圧倒的な他者との違い、利点と考えているのは曲がるということですか？色がない鈴なので、どこが圧倒的な違いだとお思いですか？
So we think this part is the luxurious taste, and also about even if it's metal, it is safe and antivirus coating, and also eco-friendly because you can have a recycle project in Nousaku, and also not only bendable, it is gender-free because there's no color on it. So we think this is the strength, and also about the bendable feature. You can create really anything with the metal, and we can have a luxurious taste that not only the children but also the adults
Time is
can
up.
enjoy.
Please,
Thank you for the question.